Can Turkey have it both ways? Can Ankara call India a friend while arming Pakistan? Can it ask Delhi to stop viewing ties through the Pakistan prism even as its biggest defense company proudly declares Pakistan is its brotherly nation? Turkey has just answered all those questions itself. Just weeks after Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan urged India not to judge the bilateral ties through the Pakistan lens. Its top drone manufacturer, Baykar CEO Haluk Bayraktar, has blown that carefully crafted diplomatic message apart. His words were unambiguous. Turkey prioritizes brotherly countries like Pakistan. It will not sell unmanned aerial vehicles to India. No diplomatic ambiguity, no strategic balancing, no room for interpretation. The mask has slipped, so which version of Turkey is the real one? The diplomat's olive branch or the arms dealer's blunt refusal? Speaking at a seminar in Singapore, Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan urged India not to be resentful of Ankara's ties with Islamabad and to view ties with Turkey through a bilateral lens. Fidan added that Turkey is not the only country with good relations with Pakistan and that if India is going to take action or be resentful about any country supporting Pakistan, he did not know what to say. That last line, stripped of diplomatic padding, was Turkey trying to have it both ways. Keep arming Pakistan and ask India to look past it. The remarks came against a backdrop where Ankara's repeated alignment with Pakistan on issues affecting India's sovereignty had gained little tangible strategic advantage, while risking goodwill with a nation of over 1.4 billion people. Clearly, Turkey has started to feel the cost of its choice and is testing whether India will let it off the hook. The diplomatic charm offensive lasted barely a few weeks. Baykar CEO Haluk Bayraktar, when asked directly whether his company would sell drones to Pakistan's adversary, India, exposed Turkey's double game. The same word Fidan used in Singapore to describe Pakistan, brotherly, used by Baykar CEO to explain why India will never get Turkish drones. One arm of the Turkish state talks about resetting ties. Another arm confirms on record that the arms relationship with Pakistan is permanent and non-negotiable. This is not a contradiction by accident. It is a Turkey trying to keep both relationships alive. Sell weapons to Pakistan and sell the idea of friendship to India without admitting the two cannot coexist. When Turkish President Erdogan openly backed Pakistan during Operation Sindoor, India's response was swift and calculated. The biggest casualty was Celebi Aviation for 17 years. The Turkish company handled airport operations across India. It operated at 9 major airports. It employed nearly 10,000 people. Its India business was worth between $400 and $500 million. Then, in May 2025, India's Bureau of Civil Aviation Security revoked its security clearance. Just like that, its operations stopped. Employees were transferred. Contracts disappeared. The Delhi High Court later upheld the government's decision after reviewing confidential national security material. The celebi was only the beginning. Turkey soon discovered that political choices carry economic consequences. Several contracts awarded to Turkish companies for metro projects, aircraft leasing, among others, were stalled. Turkey made its strategic choice by picking Pakistan over India, and the numbers tell why Ankara's choice is not so wise. The India-Turkey bilateral trade stands at roughly $8.5 billion. Pakistan-Turkey trade is barely $1.3 billion. India's economy is among the world's fastest growing. Pakistan remains dependent on IMF bailouts, Chinese loans and financial support from friendly Gulf countries. One market offers enormous long-term opportunity. The other struggles to pay its bills. Yet Ankara chose ideology over economics. strategic signaling over commercial logic. And Baykar's latest remarks suggest nothing has changed. India responds through diplomacy, economic leverage, strategic partnerships, and calibrated statecraft, not through resentment or pressure. But India is not naive either. A foreign minister's words in Singapore mean little when a drone CEO contradicts them within weeks on the record, with the same vocabulary Ankara uses to describe its alliance with Islamabad. Turkey cannot keep selling weapons that are used against Indian soldiers and simultaneously ask New Delhi to ignore where those weapons came from. Fidan asked India not to view the relationship through a Pakistan prism. Bayraktar just confirmed there is no other prism to view it through.
If they had a nuclear weapon,
The old rules are breaking. Alliances are shifting.
Apologize again to the victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
Wars are redrawing maps. Oil routes can shake economies overnight. One election in America can impact markets in Mumbai.
no tax on tips.
One move by China can alter the balance in Asia. One conflict in West Asia can hit every Indian household. This is no longer a distant story. This is our story. Your story. Because for the first time in decades, India is not watching from the sidelines. India is rising. India is negotiating. India is balancing rivals. India is building military strength. India is shaping trade routes. India is becoming central to the new global order. And yet, most global news is still told through someone else's lens. Washington's lens, Beijing's lens, London's lens. But where is India's lens? Where is the platform that explains the world from our perspective? Welcome to India's Axis, a new destination for geopolitics, strategy and power seen through India's eyes, from Neighborhood Watch to the biggest global stories that matter to you. Why tensions in the Taiwan Strait matter to India, how one move by China can affect India's security, what turmoil in Pakistan means for regional stability, how Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan shape India's neighborhood, why oil choke points can hit your wallet, how wars abroad can reshape India's security. This is not noise. This is not shouting. This is not recycled headlines. This is sharp, intelligent storytelling. Daily explainers, war room analysis, strategic conversations. Because news is everywhere, but perspective is rare, and in the age of confusion, clarity is power. Axis is for the audience that wants more than headlines. The axis of global power is shifting. India is at the center of that shift. It's time the world was explained accordingly, to understand the world through India's strategic lens. Subscribe now.